10 minutes later, a bit more. So there's the building, obviously. There's all the insulation. The bottom insulation is the insulation which goes underfoot, under the floorboards, and the top with the chipboards is the insulation which goes on the roof, and it's magnificently heavy, and I can't manage to move those boards on their own. This pile of wood is strange trims, and there you will see 2 logs. Now these have caused me a lot of confusion, and then I read the manual a bit closer, and they do give you a spare long log and a spare short log, so that's what that is. And then there are some other more bits of trim there, so that's the trim pile. Up here are the last 3 logs that will go up on the roof, and you will see that one is an actual proper log with the notches at both ends and tongues and grooves at both bits, and then the other one is the actual top logs, and the top logs have a bevel to agree with the roof. And then the same thing happens here. There's one standard long log, 3 meters long. No, 3.5 meters long for the width. No, that's the length of the extension. They're 3 meters. So that's a standard log with tongues and grooves. And then there's the other 2 actual top logs, and actually you can see from there the bevels on there, which also allow for the roof space itself. So that's that. Over here are the 2 other apexes, which I think we've already had a look, and the 4 purlins that go up right up in the roof, so they are the real roof. And then over here is a close-up of an apex, and this is what's caused a huge amount of confusion, because here we see a slot for the top, a slot for the second, a slot for the third, and a slot for the 4th purlin. At this end we see a slot to plug into something, and a slot to plug into something, and then we see an actual hole. So basically the bottom bit of that apex gets plugged into that bit there and goes across there. Okay, and that board here is a full height board, so then it'll be higher than the surroundings. But I've actually got to take this apart at this end, because what goes into there is another board, and somewhere around there is this huge, now I'll put it away, there are monstrous screws which are massively long, which that one started, which actually goes right up into there, and there's 3 screws per apex, and they have to be undone so that the bottom board can be separated, so that the next board can go into that slot, and then the purlin, then the top board with the bevel goes into there, as you've seen. And I just can't shift those screws. I've managed to undo one of those screws, but it really needs some welly and a proper bit, and somebody knows what the bloody hell they're doing. So that's what's caused the stopping at the moment, which is why I'm pottering around making things tidy. And that's nearly 4 minutes, so I'll stop. And there are the doors waiting. We try fitting the doors, but they're too bloody heavy for Jenny and I. Have another go at that tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. Lots of help and dry weather.